Carlos Nelson with What's Up Worldwide. And tonight we're in West Africa. We're in Ghana, and we have a, a, a guest on that was referred to me by somebody here in the States, Mr. Keith Brown, one of our ministers. And without further ado, who do we have here?
Well, I'm Emmanuel Addo.
Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a police officer by profession and also CEO of Visit Ghana Through Me Traveling Group.
And when I was saying tell our audience a little bit about yourself, as I said before we got on camera, let's go back to kindergarten. Tell our audience who you are, where you grew up, what schools you went to, your family. Give them a picture of who you are. Yeah, you're a police officer now, and you have your travel agency and what have you. How did you get to that point? Let our audiences know, and any of the people, some of your mentors that help you reach that, I think you should include them in your story.
Well, I attended the secondary. I'm starting from the secondary education. That's the senior higher education level 10. Then I joined. I think. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Start over. I'm gonna have to cut that. Start from your grade school and say what schools you went to. The name of the schools. Give them their propers.
Okay. Well, I started my senior high school from Suhum Presbyterian Senior High in Ghana from 2012 to 2015. Then after that, I was in the hospitality industry where I work in Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. Then I later moved from Movenpick to Charleston Hotel. So at Charleston Hotel, that was somewhere 2017, 2016, 2017. Then I got the inspiration to do a traveling business because there we were having a lot of guests from the United States coming to visit Ghana or tour Ghana. So there's this lady I met who came from North Carolina, name called Emily Nicole McNair. She has been a good friend of me for about up to date, so let's say 7 good years now. And every year she visits Ghana twice. She come in March and December. So I got inspiration from her. Then I said, hey, I want to do a traveling business whereby I will host mine people in America to come back to their roots in Africa, Ghana to be precise. Then I will tour them to the slave castle where our forefathers were kept for some couple of months before they were transported to the US of A. And that's where you will learn how you got or define yourself in the US. And also to explore the unique culture in Ghana as well. So I started, she gave me the inspiration that I started a traveling business there. Then in 2019, I got opportunity to join the Ghana Police Academy, whereby I went for my training and I graduated in 2020, March 2020. Then I became a professional official police officer, serving my motherland, Ghana, up to date. My dad name is Mr. Philip Addo, and my mom is Mrs. Joyce Oforiwa. We have 5 siblings in all. I'm the last but one. And for now, I live in Takoradi, just 4 hours drive from Accra, and 1 hour drive from Kipus Castle.
How is Ghana divided up? Because I think I talked to you and I said that a couple of people that my friends had moved to Ghana, Dr. Della Gillis, and I think you said you knew of her, and Ajamu Webster, and I think you
Yeah.
said you knew of him, and Dre Taylor. But from my understanding, they were, I think Ajamu was living in a different part of Ghana. Tell our audience about the major cities.
Okay. The major cities in Ghana is one, the capital town, Greater Accra. Then we come to the Ashanti region, Kumasi. That's where we have our biggest king. It is the second in Africa, Otumfuo Osei Asante Hene. Then we have Cape Coast, we have Takoradi. So mostly these are the major four cities that we tour or we explore whoever comes to Ghana.
What's the distances between? Give us if the distances between these big cities.
Okay, from Accra, all will start from Accra. So from Accra to
And
Cape Coast
Accra
is
is the capital.
Accra is the capital.
Right.
So wherever you're coming from to arrive, that's where the international airport is. You arrive in Accra. So you from Accra to Cape Coast is 2 hours drive. From Accra to Takoradi is 4 hours drive. From Accra to Kumasi is 4 hours drive. And Accra is where we have tourist sites like the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, our first president who gained independence for us in 1957. That's where we have the Independence Square. Then we have W.E. Du Bois Center. He's Pan-Africanist. Then
you said
when we go to
W.B. Du Bois Center?
Center. Yes, sir.
All right.
Then when you go to Cape Coast too, that's where we have the Slave Castle. Then we have the Slave River.
Tell me this: is that the slave capsule I've seen in the magazines? They just show you going through this, and the ocean is in front.
Exactly, that's the door of no return.
The door of no return.
Exactly, when the Portuguese built, they left that narrow way whereby they sell our forefathers. So when you pass through that narrow entrance to the sea, meaning you're not coming back again, they are selling you to the
Americans.
white. Yes, sir.
Tell me this: how do you feel about Americans, Black people in America? Do you think they really understand their history?
Well, since they've not visited Africa or Ghana yet, I don't think they'll really understand the history until they come here and witness it themselves.
Do you think the
But some
media?
people,
Go ahead.
some people weep when they come to visit the castle. They become so emotional after they get their tour in the castle. Then they get to know how they find themselves in the States. And some will be like, oh no, I'm coming to stay in Ghana. I'm just a slave in the United States.
You know, that was the case with the people that I said I knew. They went to Ghana once or twice, and then they was like, I'm out of here. You know, I like the
Right, exactly.
United States, but I haven't visited Ghana, and it's like if you haven't visited, you don't know. I have gone to other places in Africa, and everybody looks like you. And the only thing is they might speak a different language than you, but you know, that gives you a whole different feeling. Now what I want to talk about, tell our audience a little bit about some of the famous people. your countrymen?
Okay, so when it comes to, I'll start from the football side. When we come to the famous footballers, we have a player like Asamoah. He missed the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa against Uruguay, and the whole Africa was in a mess.
Everybody loves the World Cup.
Right, because that point, all Africans were supporting Ghana, and he's so unlucky he couldn't score that penalty. So, and when we come to the music industry too, we have dancehall artists like Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy. Then the rap side, we have Sarkodie and many more.
The people here that I know, Chuck D and the some of the original rappers, they say the industry is Africa is what is producing the next generation of rappers, and that's real big business. So now I want to switch up a little bit, talk about some of the cuisine that is local.
Okay, so everybody that comes to Ghana will definitely try our local food like the banku and okra stew. The banku is prepared with kondo. Then we eat with okra stew or pepper. Then we have our fufu. Then we have our jollof, which has become a debate between Ghana and Nigeria, which most of the people do say Ghana and Nigeria jollof, which one is the best? It has become a trend in the whole world, like we debate on all the time. So these are some of the few local cuisines we have.
Uh, Tell me this, far as religion, what are the Madrid? Do you know any of the breakdown?
Of the region.
Religion, Muslim, Christian, Hindu, you know.
Yeah, when here we have more Christians than second to Muslims. Those are the two major religion we practice, the Christian and the Muslim.
Are there many Asians?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Uh, what is the average house where you're at in the capital? Like a two family.
Can I get your question again?
I said, what is like the price for a two family house, a two bedroom house in the capital, if you wanted to buy one in a decent neighborhood?
If you want to buy, um, you have to budget an average of like 200,000
200,000. And
USD.
do you get a better deal if you buy land and build on the land? What do
What
you?
I always advise people to buy the land and build is less cheaper than buying the already built apartment. Because I've been helping a lot of people doing that already.
So we're gonna close this out. I want you to tell our audience how they can contact you in regards to uh, if they would like to travel, how they can book you. Give them your information, and if you have some closing thoughts or closing words to our audience, uh, why don't you get busy with that?
Okay, so I have two social media handles. That's Facebook and Instagram. So Instagram, I go with the name Emmanuel Addo JH. My Addo is spelled ADDO. They add the GH to it. So Emmanuel Addo GH. Instagram. You have a couple of videos and pictures of my previous stores. Then on Facebook, I go by Addo Emmanuel, simple as Addo Emmanuel. Then you also see my bio there talking about my thoughts. So if you want, you can also email me at Emmanuel Addo or Addo Emmanuel 533 at gmail.com. Addo Emmanuel 533 at gmail.com. That's my email. And if you want to WhatsApp me, you can go by my number +233 543 513196. I'm repeating again, +233 543 513196. That's my WhatsApp or my direct call contact.
All right.
And I encourage everyone to come and explore the motherland Ghana. There's a lot here to do.
All right. I'd like to say, just in that this short time, I learned quite a bit. I think my audience learned a little more about Ghana, and we look forward to visiting you via Zoom in the future, where you possibly can bring some other people on in other industries so that our audience can become more familiar with Ghana. And I think that will entice them to want to visit. We want to visit every place else, but we need to be coming home. So
right. And also there's one more thing I didn't talk about.
go ahead.
I deal in a herbal as well. My uncle is a herbal practitioner. So those who are suffering prostate, diabetes, blood pressure, and all, he has a herbal medicine to treat that. You can come here yourself. If you don't want to come, I can get it and send it to you as well, and you'll be treated. Very special one.
I think that the gentleman that introduced me to you said something about that, and that's a subject for another segment to talk about that in its entirety. So, with that being said, as we always close, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Good night.
This is brought to you by Kansas City Business Association, working to improve our community.